Charles can unmute. All right, welcome to the Save Club Monday content drop Zoom and training, corporate training with our CEO, Charles Mui. And we're super excited to have each and everybody here on the Zoom. Get those last minute messages out to your team members. You're not going to want to miss what Charles is going to share. Well, any day that Charles is on Zoom, you don't want to miss anything he's going to share because he's always adding massive value to this company. So let's turn this over to our CEO, Charles.
Hey, Matt, thanks for the great introduction there. And welcome everybody from all around the world. I love seeing the great international audience here. Well, today we're going to be covering a few things. We've got a brand new set of content for you dropping right now. It's in the content drop folder. And we also have a new landing page for all of us to use. This is now live inside of your back office. I'm going to share it with you right now. So this page here is now live. You can see, you can put, got the language switching. We've got our form here, and this is the Give 5, Get 5 landing page. It's now page 22. And so this you can start sharing. It's going to drop people straight from the Give 5, Get 5 promotion right into a page where they can do their app download. And so this is something that people can use to just really perpetuate what's going on with the Give 5, Get 5. So remember, when you're promoting this offer, you can do it from anywhere in the world for people that are in the United States or have a United States phone number, and then have the Savers app put in to their phone. They get paid right there through the app. So you get your app and you download it, you upload a Visa or MasterCard credit or debit card, and that's how you get paid the Get 5, Give 5 promotion. So if you have the app, you get paid right through the app, which is the fastest way to get your settlement. If you do not have the app, then what happens is we collect the commissions and then we pay it through your regular Save Club. So this is a way that we've been able to open up this promotion internationally. And so you just go and utilize your share link. In particular, when you're inside your back office, you use the share link for this site, and it really will sum up exactly what's going on, for the promotion. Now, what's unique about this, that is probably unique to really any like direct sales opportunity, is that people who have the app, people that are, just simply app users that are totally free members, they can share the app and also earn $5. So this is where you get apps going viral. This is a very generous promotion because it's $5 for somebody to give away the app, $5 for somebody receiving the app. And this is how Airbnb and Uber and Lyft, some of the biggest apps on the planet, were shared. Even Coinbase, as Coinbase was growing, they had a $5 promotion, and it really got it going. But guess what? There was no person sharing it giving away $5. It was just, if you shared it, you got $5. And so this takes it to a whole nother level. And it's because in app giveaway situations, it's easy for somebody to give a bonus, like a free ride bonus, or a boost of cryptocurrency when they do their deposit or something, but they don't have the systems that actually track and commission who gave it, and they don't have a way to to pay those people as fluidly as we do right here inside of the app. So this is a promotion that can go absolutely viral. Now, here's how this program is designed to work inside of Save Club. When you give away an app, someone becomes a free user, and then they start getting cash back. You're getting the cash back match, and then introducing them to additional savings, and then the affiliate program that's the upsell path that we bring somebody on, because the barrier of entry of learning about savings and getting the app, we brought it down to not just zero, we brought it to you get $5. So I can't think of a better lead magnet to be introducing people to the concept of savings and being able to give them access to cash back, give them access to a state-of-the-art app that's loaded with the card linking and the additional $5. Now, when those people are saying, wow, I now have the app, I'm a free user, I can now give away the app and start earning $5 bills, that's pretty exciting. Now, what happens when a free member gives away the app and somebody activates it, they would typically, if they were an affiliate, earn a cashback match on that spending. But because they're not an affiliate, they don't even really know that there's a whole earnings program as an affiliate with Save Club. That's when we want to step in and introduce them to the idea of earning with Save Club. And then we can show them the business opportunity, additional ways to save, additional ways to earn. Now, get this, if a free member gets another free app user and that app user earns cash back, we can communicate with that other free member and let them know that they've already got somebody earning generating cash back, and they're totally missing out on commissions unless they upgrade. And that's a great hook, saying that you would be due income and potentially residual income that could last for a long time, but you need to look at what it takes to become a Save Club affiliate. That's when we can bring them back into the tour, bring them back into a webinar, and get them educated. So this program here, this is like a crown jewel of what we can use to really be doing massive outreach. This goes well for our influencer recruiting programs. Look, there's a plenty of influential people, from company owners, people that run organizations and nonprofits, online social media influencers, pretty much anybody that has a database of any kind that they'd like to monetize. They could do it with this give 5, get 5 promotion. So as we're set up here to do really just massive outreach, this is the time, this is when you want to get into thinking about super networking. Now, because we've taken the barrier of entry to giving away $5, it really opens up ways to reach out and do super networking. So we did some trainings on super networking inside of the 90-day blitz. And super networking is where you're able to reach into another person's network, bring them an opportunity, and then thus help yourself. And that's where the matching bonuses within this compensation plan and how lucrative the matching bonuses are. These are the type of activities that really can quantum leap your earnings, quantum leap your residual income. As you may know, so get this, you may know a certain number of people. Let's say you know 10 people or 20 people, okay? It's not that many, but each person that you reach out to, the percentage of them knowing the right person who could be in the position of a super networking opportunity, it increases exponentially. So you might know 1 or 2 people that run an organization. They may say yes, they may say no, but they might know somebody. And this is where the power of what we're doing with word of mouth marketing, with network marketing, this is where it becomes very powerful. So working through your organizations and finding people and asking for the referrals, working through your organizations and seeking out these opportunities for super networking. This is how we can get compounding growth for your organization. You get that springboard into lots of members coming and enrolling into your matrix. this was a concept that has been used within network marketing, for a very long time. But instead of doing it on a person by person basis, we've built a system and a juggernaut and a marketing hook that allows us and brings value to somebody that could potentially have a database of tens or dozens or hundreds or thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of people. And that's where you can really start to see how one relationship, by helping one organization create loads of customers and residual income, you make a matching bonus on that, and then so on and so on. So I'd like to call on Pete here, and just just kind of do some banter about when reaching out into organizations, and as you've seen inside of your groups in the past, how this starts to to take off. And I can give some
Yeah,
examples.
we used to call it tap rooting, and it's always someone who knows someone. I've never built a team. It's never the first level. It's always they knew someone, and then that person, was more into it than maybe even they were, possibly as excited as I was. And most of my teams that I built were in the second, third, fourth level. You find, through tap rooting or through super networking, you find that connection you would have never had. You would have never met that person, and that's what's amazing about this industry. You never know if you get out there every day. And you could say the same thing about international. They always told us, if you want to build international, build in your backyard. They're the people that know the people over in Korea or England or Africa. And if you just build big in your own backyard, it'll fan out. Just their
Yeah.
normal channels, instead of running around trying to find people you don't know in another country you're not familiar with. Just build in your own backyard, and it always works out.
And so let me give you an example of tap rooting, but how to do this within our network. So I had mentioned before a business that had come in and is sharing this with their whole organization. Well, that's my friend. I've known him for a long time, and he knows what I'm doing. He trusts me. But even though I have a strong relationship with him, when I introduced him to Save Club, I let him know that what we were doing. But what I did is I introduced him to a member of our team that also presented, so that I was able to give him the video, give him the presentation, and say, I'd like for you to meet Pete. I'd like for you to meet, another teammate. So this is why it's so important to have people to work with and to have the right, team of leadership and upline. And this is where you've got an opportunity to step up and help your people, or to work with your team, because really the way that tap rooting, the way that growth works the best is with three-way phone calls. There's really nothing you can't really get away from that when you're talking about doing super networking, because you're showing that you've got a team, you're showing that you've got more of an organization. I know, Gary out there in the UK, we've been doing this. He's been bringing people to calls, and then we've been three-waying. Now, let me use Gary, I'll pick on you for a second. In fact, I'm going to unmute you here so we can talk about how this worked. Hey, Gary, I'd like to share just a little bit of our experience doing basically three-way Zooms the last couple of weeks. So Gary brings a prospect to the table. They've already seen information. They speak with me, and then I ask them to become involved and to take the next step in becoming an affiliate and sharing with the organization. That way, if they don't like the idea, if who Gary brought to the table thinks that we're not a good fit, they don't like me. They don't like they don't like this, but Gary's relationship remains strong, and he's able to follow up and keep that relationship strong. And maybe they come and join later, but it removes his any type of negativity that might happen inside of that relationship is removed, because I'm one step separated. Now, Gary, I think we've had a pretty flawless presentation record of people coming, looking at it, and going. But you want to just comment a little bit about how that's been working?
Yes, absolutely, Charles, and I appreciate you allowing that opportunity. It's been very powerful, bringing people to the table who have a great network, or they've got a lot of experience in the field of maybe even advertising, or have had experience in network marketing. And as you said, it takes the pressure off of all of us. We just have a conversation, and it's been a real blessing. And I'm not stopping there, because I've got some other influential people that I've even booked again this coming week. And some of these people are sort of very successful, very wealthy as well, and they like the idea of being an ambassador of a company that's going places, or just to be involved, or just even to be asked. So it's been a win-win.
Yeah.
And even if they're not interested, Charles, it's a matter of, like, who do they know? A bit like, you just don't know where it might lead. It might not be for them, but they say, listen, I know so and so who's great at this industry, and introduce them to us. And for me, it's a win-win. So I'm never losing whether they get involved or not. And that opens up their network, because they feel privileged to be introduced to somebody like yourself, very successful CEO of a company that is going places. So it's been a real true blessing. And I just want to say thank you for opening up the doors for that. And I've got a real super person for you early November. So please do open up early November. And hopefully the first week from November when he's back, I won't say much about who this person is, but this could be powerful because he's connected. I mean, really connected,
And
And
that's really the point, is
yeah,
that we're able to kind of like Pete said, tap root through and
yeah,
find the right people, and then bring them back to this webinar, bring them back to
yeah,
the three-way phone call. So I encourage you as leaders out here to inspire that within your group and to do the calls, because when we got kicked off in the beginning, man, I can't tell you how many calls were going, and then the enthusiasm and the sharing of what's going on, and how that gets moving along. And I'm developing a co-op here to launch December 1st. So as you get your teams in place, we're going to be starting to do some mass marketing that really is going to reach out and target different areas and target globally and help people with the right type of marketing. Now you got to think, okay, this is how a co-op works. We got to remember to always be leaning into the benefits of this compensation plan and the benefits of network marketing. So if you yourself were trying to go out and do marketing, I mean, it may cost thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to do a marketing. But if you're able to align a group of people, and maybe you get 10, well, if all 10 of those people invested $100 into advertising and traffic, well, that's $1,000 inside of your organization. Well, imagine if you had 100 people or 1,000 people. If you had 1,000 people participate in a marketing campaign with $100, that's $100,000 in marketing that goes for your business. And as those people earn money, you earn a residual income. The power of this compensation plan and the power of network marketing is built inside of the leverage. And so by getting that duplication rolling, it starts with finding the individuals, tapping those individuals, and finding the superstars or super connectors within side of that space. And so when you start to see this compensation plan really take off and you see the duplication, you also start to see that once somebody gets started, after the first 2 people they sponsor, all the following people need to fall inside of the matrix. And that's why we designed this compensation plan to go to the first rank is 2 people. So to go 1 star in the company, it's 2 people. And then, that really pushes it on. And we've done a big incentive, and we're working on our global incentive for 1 star as well. We've put together a $1,000 grocery set of coupons and certificates for major brands. You know, these our grocery $1,000 giveaway. It's an affiliation with top brands that are going out and they want to promote their products, and they're giving great discounts in our exclusive coupon and certificate package. But you know, those are out there because you know when those come, there's a cost. It's actually a packet. We print it out, we mail it. When after you redeem, and we have that set at 1 star. And so, you know, this is a good way to get people going. Now, when you start to see duplication really go, it goes to 2 star. So enrolling 20 people, it's very possible, especially with the, you know, like the promotion that we have to go find, you know, 20 people or 40 people, half of them upgrade. You know, it's very possible now when you're in flow of actually prospecting. But what I'd like to do for this month is double the global bonus pool for 2 stars. So this is an incentive for you guys to understand what 2 star is, how to help your people get to 2 star. And then for this month of October, anybody that reaches the rank of 2 star, your bonus pool will be doubled. So, you know, we've got 11 days here in the month to figure out that rank and what to do to get there. Now, this also it's important because it's 20 people, it's 4 legs, no more than 6 individuals coming from a single leg to get to 20 people. So it's gonna be 6, 6, 6, 2, that's 20, or it could be, you know, 20 people direct or any of that, just no more than 6 coming from a leg. Well, when you're able to do that through even just 1 layer of duplication, it happens much quicker. And so, you know, these are the concepts here that, you know, what I wanted to introduce today and train on. And then let's dive into a little bit more of what type of offerings, what type of hooks we can get out there. We've had great success with our Averderm line, and I'm gonna pull up that slideshow. Hey, if anybody here has ordered the Averderm line and wants to comment on it, you know, please raise your hand so I can do that. You know, Pete, I know you love that product.
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, anybody want to stick their hand up on
My little hack is I put it on and then stand in front of the air conditioner, and it's like just instant relief. So it's amazing stuff. Yeah,
Yep, Deb
when you
Grady
rank
in
up
New
to
York.
2 star, you get, you know, the fast start overrides are, you know, they're more on every deal. So yeah, it's important to rank up. Stay ahead of your team, work hard, you know. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
No, Deborah's got her hand raised, I think, for an Averderm. Hey, Deborah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I just got mine 4 days ago, and I've been passing it around. My son-in-law has a really bad back, and I'm like, here, try this. And then my daughter did something to her elbow, and I'm like, here, try this Averderm. And so I'm just passing it around to, you know, people in my, you know, that are close to me, like, here, try this. But I just love that I have carpal, I don't know what I have, something wrong with my wrist, and I got the roll-on one, and like Pete said, I mean, if you put put that in front of an air conditioner, it cools it off. So it's like it almost freezes it if you put it in front of cold air. But it's really cooling and soothing, and you can kind of feel like it goes deeper, lower, you know, under the your layer of skin. Because I
Yep.
have ACL, MCL in my left knee, and I put
Mhm.
it on there, and I could feel it penetrate. I think that's the word I was looking for. You could feel it kind of penetrate down under your skin, and I think it's going to be great. But like I said, I just got it 4 days ago, and I've been sharing it with everybody.
Great. Yeah. So that's a very shareable product. Deborah, thank you so much for sharing. That's a very shareable product. It's something that you can actually put onto somebody and then they feel the effect instantly. And then when they find out that they're able to access a product like that for $7.50, which is a new product we put out there, I wanted to make the barrier of entry onto that product so low, make the value so apparent that they're saying, wow, what a great deal that is. And then it's also on that product, the $7.50 product, that's after the 70% discount. You know, that's something that you could utilize to not only share with, but it's a product that if someone likes it, just sell it to them for $20. And there you go. You almost triple your money right there with you know, with that giveaway. So hey, Jonathan, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. My wife has had her knee replaced, and also she has I'm sorry, she had a hip replaced, and she needs her she needs her knee to be done. So she's in chronic pain all the time. I had bought her some biofreeze from the place she goes to have her scooter worked on. It worked okay. When I bought the Averderm, the roll-on, she rolls it on. She's crazy about it. You know, she loves it like you know it heals instantly. Well, not heal, but you know it stops the pain instantly, and she's just crazy about it. So anyway, like I said, but and then you know by comparison, the biofreeze is like $18. You know, and of course I got the Averderm for like what 12. You know,
Yep.
so you know it was a good deal. I told her I'm gonna buy something to stock up on it.
Yeah, and you know, I noticed, you know, Dave went out and did some great videos. We'll make sure they're posted on the Facebook and the Facebook group where he went into the CVS and he was like looking at all the products. And I was like, oh, hey, Dave, next time you do that, or if you guys make a testimonial, notice like the amount, like in the Averderm, the 4-ounce bottle. I mean, it's like double the amount that you would get, or triple on the on some of those like the biofreeze and the aerosol sprays. There's like less than an ounce in those products, and they're like $25 at the CVS. So we definitely have the value, and that's really where we want to drive. It's just the value. But that's 2 knee testimonials in a row. I'm going to give you a third. So I've had 4 knee surgeries, and this weekend I had some friends in town. There was an event, but you know, when I'm in Las Vegas, I don't really like to go down to the Las Vegas Strip, but when you got friends in town and it's for entertainment, we went and saw a show at the Sphere, the big attraction they have here in Las Vegas, and it required a lot of walking. And I'll tell you what, I put on the new pain gel in the 2-ounce on my knees before. It lasted most of the event. We were out for hours and hours. And the first thing I did when I came home is I put it right back on my legs, and it was like immediate relief. So yeah, we definitely got a lot of knee testimonials. Go ahead, Brittany. Yeah, you can unmute. Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing too.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? There's a lot of background noise, sorry.
Loud and
So
clear.
I have a stage 4 endometriosis, and it's a lot of pelvic pain, but it kind of connects to my sciatic nerve and runs down my leg to where it paralyzes me for the day. So I will always have that pelvic pain until I have surgery, but it really helped with my sciatic nerve and my leg pain so I could function throughout my day. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, and they keep me super busy. So being down for the day is not a good thing. So it really helped me to where I could go. Like, for example, Saturday, I was able to put it on and go to my daughter's cheer game, and she got homecoming queen. So I was able to see all of that. So I am a fan for life.
That's awesome, Brittany. So, you know, these testimonials, you know, work really great, especially because they're just so authentic. Now, Brittany, can you, if you can unmute again, could you, which product were you using specifically? Do you recall?
The roll-on. I bought the roll-on one.
Yep. Yeah, the roll-on's fantastic.
Able to put it in my purse and take it with me just in case it wore off, or that was my mindset that it was going to wear off, but it kept me going all day. I didn't apply it or anything.
Yeah, and the key thing is, you know, this is a lot more than like what a biofreeze would do. Like Jonathan was saying, that yeah, the product works because it had like some of these products, they stimulate and they get the blood flowing there, and it gives a little bit of relief, but it doesn't go to reduce the inflammation. And we have so many ingredients inside of this product that are designed to reduce the inflammation. Not to mention probably the most important ingredient is the nano CBD. So CBD, when it's nano like that, it gets deep into the joints, gets deep into the layers of the skin, and it really affects how the inflammation is in that area. So and that's why the roll-on itself has been our #1 product for a long time. And I want to show you guys a set of slides here. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff in the store is just menthol and camphor. It doesn't have any of the awesome ingredients we have. So, you know, besides just a lower price, it's a different product. It's way better.
Exactly. And so, you know, for those of you that are been so generous to share your testimonial, I put this incentive in place just because we'd like to make some content. We're really good at making, you know, videos and whatnot. And, you know, you're going to be helping a lot of people with sharing your testimonial, but also helping yourself. It's something that you can use it as a marketing tool, saying, I'm with this company, I use the product, you know, learn about it, you know, get the free app, and then become a member, and there you go. You know, instead of paying, you know, $40 for a bottle, get it for 12. But if you submit a testimonial to info@averderm.com, just, you know, type it out. If you can include a photo with you in the bottle, the absolute best is a video where, you know, you've got a you're holding the product, and you know, have someone shoot a little video, and keep it short. It doesn't need to be long. Just you know, we'll probably even pull clips out of it to, you know, keep it within like 30 seconds. And those testimonials are great. And then so when you submit your testimonial video to info@averderm.com, we're going to send you a coupon code for 2 bottles. So, you know, next time you go to order, you got, you know, 2 free bottles of products. And so sell them, use them, you know, sample them, you know, whatever you'd like to do to get that out there. And then this week, you know, because sampling is such an important piece, like, you know, when you've got an impact product means it works quickly, like works in minutes, lasts for hours. Like if someone uses it, they know they used it. And because of that, I'm creating these snap packs. They're about this big. They're about as big as a business card, maybe a little smaller. And they're 3 milliliters, and they're in these cool cards, like they're plastic cards, almost like a credit card. And you snap it and you squeeze the juice out. One of the coolest delivery systems. And so, yeah, those are in production now, and that'll just be another thing. We're just basically give them out at cost, so that people can have samples. That way, you're not having to share your roll-on or whatever. You can use those samples. So just another way to do sampling and sharing. And that's because, you know, we know how powerful, you know, we know how powerful the stories are, the testimonials are, but what we're doing here is bringing value. Remember, our product is not roll-ons. Our product is not pain relief. Our product is money. Our product is helping people save money. The fact that they are saving money on something that's going to help them with their pain, that's great. That's a double win right there. You know, if we can help people save money on their Air Jordans or their travel or their dining, you know, that's really what our product is. But that story, because it's hard to just go up and just tout all the advantages of saving money. Of course, everybody wants that. But when there's something that actually is like a dramatic, impactful story, like being able to go see your the prom queen get crowned, and you know, that whole thing. I mean, that's a great story. Or even myself, like I kind of, ever since my knee surgery, I've kind of backed away from seeing my friends and being able to, like, knowing like, hey, I got to go walk around for hours and hours. How am I going to get that? How am I going to get that done? Because I don't want to be the slow guy, you know, back in the back of the pack limping. I want to be part of what's going on. So, you know, that's just another exciting thing that's happening with the Averderm and the exclusive deals.
It's just, you know, it's just part of the whole membership model. It's just, you know, superior to everything else out there now. You know, we're not trying to make a bunch of money on products. And when you're a member, you know, that's why people do Amazon, because it's free shipping. People do Costco because they know they're going to get the best price. And at Save Club, you're always going to get the best price because we're not nickel and diming people on product. We're a membership model. And, you know, it's amazing. I mean, everybody gets that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's, I mean, things that never go out of style, saving money and value. So, and it can't be inauthentic. It has to be real value. And so, you know, I'm going to make a comment on this. So we have been working, I know there's so many people internationally, and we want to get this going internationally more, and we've had great success. I had a little bit of hesitation about being able to get CBD in all the different places, but now that we've got well over 100 packages shipped internationally and success rate all across the board, we're going to do great. You know, by shipping the product, you know, not for resale, we're able to enter the countries, and now we have been, and we are committed to getting the best international shipping solution. But man, we've tried several different places, and like FedEx wanted like over $100 to ship these packages overseas. So we X them out. You know, we're working on an integration with DHL. And then we found, you know, smaller carriers that we're trusting that we can get, you know, the product out there. So for those of you that when you say, oh, I want to buy this product, and you see a big shipping rate, I totally understand that. We're not able to get an actual real-time quote from the carriers inside of the website. That should be coming by November 1st. So that was what who's working, our operations woman, Danica, that's what she told me this morning. But in the meantime, what we've been doing is we've been adding extra product into the bottles. So if like we see the shipping coming in, and you paid 60, but it would only cost us 35, well, then we just load up extra products into the product. So thank you, people, for sharing those testimonials as well, saying that you were expecting this and you got more. Because really our model is not to make money on the shipping. That's not part of it. It's just a symptom of the technology and the efficiency of, you know, bidding the shipping, and you know, we're working to get that totally structured. Now, the most exciting part about the direction that we're going with exclusive deals is being able to apply extra dollars, the additional advertising dollars that are coming from the brands, and putting that directly into the matrix. So this is another reason that you're going to want to be able to rank up, because the higher you are in and as you're in rank 1, as star level 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, you get higher percentages on the matrix commissions and the matching bonuses. And so when we get extra dollars from the products and are able to apply them to your position,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
and you're able to apply those into the position inside of the matrix, that just flows on up. So one thing that we're doing different that I don't think any other company has really figured out is how to get outside products, negotiate an extreme discount for our customers, and get additional advertising dollars, and then code those to the positions inside of there. So our technology that's going into place, it goes the way that this will work. Hey, Kim, you keep unmuting here. There we go. So the way that this works is that from the back office, you'll be able to click a specific link inside of the back office. And what that means is it's going to drop you directly into a store, and there'll be no more coupon code or anything like that. It will be fully streamlined and tracked right into your store. Then when you purchase from your store, it's going to send us a report back with any additional dollars attached to that product. Then we can apply that into the matrix, and then boom, product commissions are paid through the matrix. I'm speaking calmly, but you should be super excited about this, because now we're going to be able to co-op every product out there that we see that has value, and bring a discount and bring money into the comp plan. And again, this just fulfills our whole philosophy is the more that you help others save, the more that you earn. Like, we got a very basic principle here of help more people save money, the more you'll make money. And then this just rolls on residually, you know, on and on again. And we're going to find products out there that, you know, really bring long-term value that people are going to want to order over and over again. Hey, Pete, can you talk about, you know, in our reaching out to people. What we found, I'm going to pull some of Dr. Logan's products over here. And
Yeah, and I mean, that helps us save you guys money by not having to white label it, right? If we had a white label everything Save Club Roll On or Save Club Pain Relief, then that would incur additional costs. So we'd have to, obviously pass on to people buying. So by representing manufacturers directly and just giving you the bottom of the barrel wholesale price, it saves everybody money. Dr. Logan's stuff is awesome. Charles, I had a question.
Yeah.
As we grow and get bigger, is it realistic that we could someday regionally warehouse and then ship from there to save people money too? Down the road when we're bigger.
Yeah, certainly. No, certainly. And what we're looking for in that regard is to find leaders in countries or regions that want to step up and manage the distribution there. And Peter's raising his hand over there. But yeah, absolutely. As we start reaching out, and we're already doing this. So inside of China, I've got leaders that are telling me what they want out there, and then we've gone out and we found brands that are in country already that want to give us a huge discount, that are awesome products, that were actually products that were lined up to be for network marketing, but they like this model better because it's the way to do it. I'm just so that's a way that we're because one of the big problems that companies have doing network marketing and growing globally is, how do you get physical products into a location? Well, guess what? We're going to work with the most popular high demand products that are already there, apply our technology, apply our discount model and our membership, and boom, we've got warehouses full of inventory and great operators there with their own customer service and all of their stuff. And now we've done this already with 58,000 major retail stores with the cashback and the cashback match and that whole component. And as we start growing bigger and our membership grows, we're going to be able to get bigger and deeper discounts from those major stores. But where we can bring the latest cutting edge products and work directly with the brand owners and get the highest amount of margin is working directly with the retail, the formulating doctors and the manufacturers, and get it there. And so, here's I'm going to kind of share with you guys a line here that we were able to find. Now, this comes from a doctor who he only sells to doctors. So this lineup of products is only brought to clinics, and the way that they bring it out and they sell it, and like NAD, one of the most beneficial things, you can hear people talking about it from Tony Robbins to the top wellness experts in the world. It's a very hot topic in the wellness arena, and yeah, I want to bring the best products. So we found the most advanced science, the great products that we believe in, all manufactured at pharmaceutical grade levels. They're already being sold exclusively to doctors. Well, that manufacturer, that formulating doctor, he needs exactly what we have, which is distribution to a larger audience. But he doesn't want to just go out into the world and discount his product. He doesn't want to just say, oh, just put it out there. No, he wants to be able to come share with you guys on webinars like this, what he's doing, the science behind it, so that you actually know why this product is superior in the marketplace. And then we give you the discount directly. It's an exclusive offer you can only get from clicking a link on the back office, and it follows all the way back through to paying commission. So we're going to be able to reach really every product, every service. There's like I hear from the field, someone said, well, we need credit repair. I said, yeah, no problem. I've already been approached with credit repair people, but where we're at, we have to vet out and find the very best group, and then get that group to give us the best discount, just like we did with the Save Club Health Portal and that team from Benavita. Is we wanted to make sure we had the Rolls Royce of product before we put it out there. So just getting the best product and then being able to deliver extreme value. That's it. And then the next phase of this is pulling the money, not just into the bonus pools, but pulling the money, advertising dollars directly back into the matrix. So by the way,
Yeah, and I spent the day with Dr. Logan. He's local to me here in San Diego, and he had equipment. I mean, I've been in, billionaires, million square foot labs before. Dr. Logan had equipment that was well beyond anything I'd seen. He has 10 levels of stringent testing and rules that he has to have for every product. He's got his PhD in physics. Really nice guy, really loves helping people. And, when I told him our business model where we're behind a paywall and, because we don't want to ruin his retail business, we're behind a paywall, we can give these great discounts that only our members can see. We're not using a coupon code. It's a direct link. That way you can't cheat the system and it won't mess with his business at all. He absolutely loved it. Connected him with Charles. Charles got some products, was very excited. So it's a really good relationship. We're obviously going to make, lots more like that, but some really hot products right now. If you go on TikTok shop and stuff, everybody's selling NED. We're going to have a better quality one at a better price.
yeah.
There's stuff for, people that are dealing with hormone issues and dealing with, I mean, what are some of the other ones that you like, Charles? There's alpha lipoic
Well,
acid.
I mean,
There's
everybody wants to
crazy.
think. Everybody wants to think
Oh, that one's really
better.
good. Yeah.
So, the CogniClear. If you want to have just more testosterone and more vitality, sexual performance, the Mendurance product. This one actually, what's great is he uses terpenes in this product too. This is one for relaxation, breaks up scar tissues. Here's one that's for people that dealing with lung issues, COVID, pneumonia, long COVID. That's what they designed this product for. And there's a bunch of other ones. But again, these are just tools so that you can lead with the need. So once you understand what we have here, if someone's telling you, oh, it's back to school, we got to get, some new Air Jordans or the kids need clothes or whatever. Okay, great. Shop here. You become a Save Club member, get the app, shop there. Oh, someone's explaining, oh, I've got, long COVID, issues with my lungs. Well, why don't you listen to this webinar and take a look at this product, and instead of paying retail, use your Save Club membership and get it for less. Same thing, inflammation, this, that. So these are just different hooks. Say if you're going fishing, you want to have a whole tackle box full of lures. Sometimes you're fishing for bass, sometimes you're fishing for marlins, but having a arsenal of tools, a war chest of hooks that will give you the best advantage, to go out into the marketplace and do that. I mean, since we did the Save Club Health call last week, I've had many people come to me and just share, I just want to lead with that, because they know they've been a victim, or they've been in circumstance where they're underserved with their insurance, or they don't have any insurance at all, and they know many other people that same way, and they're familiar with this product. They go, how do you guys do it for $50? Well, we took everything out. We took out all the operational overhead that these companies normally have to have buildings and call centers and all that. We just teamed up with the best network that's already in place. So all the CapEx, the millions of dollars to set all this stuff up, is already running like perfect clockwork. The thing is, they're just providing that product to large corporations. And so we're just saying, well, hey, we're the same type of situation. We've got a group of members and we want to bring them here. We negotiated a group rate and we're just leveraging in to their infrastructure. We just had to make sure it was the best product before we put.
Yeah, think about how big of a company you'd have to have, a traditional company, to have 15,000 employees. That's a pretty big company, and we're providing that same level of customers to Benavide. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And so our model, just keep in mind, our model is bringing value. You can never go wrong with bringing value. And so the number one value bringer of all time, I feel, is Walmart. More so than Amazon, more so than Amazon is convenience, but they're not always the best price, because they're shipping you a product and there's a lot of inefficiencies inside of Amazon. What Walmart does, and why Walmart has serviced so many people, why really the quality of life in places that had Walmarts dramatically improved. Like when Walmart went into Mexico, And the Mexican people who didn't have access to all these products just figured out they could get these amazing products at low prices. That brought value there, and Walmart was a big success, and that's how they were entering into every market. Well, we're changing the game again by bringing extreme value and sharing that value with the people that share it. So by combining real value and taking the advertising dollars and pushing that through the compensation plan and the model we got here, we're going to have people making a lot of money long term with Save Club. So okay guys, I know we're right here at like 53 minutes. Let me cover just the last few things I wanted to talk about on here.
Let's talk about what you can share if you're in, because I know we got a lot of UK people on today. And first of all, you can lay the groundwork for when we do provide more things there. You can share the 90-day blitz with people, teach them how to crush this industry. You can shop in the 58,000 stores. Okay. You can probably get the pain relief and maybe the Korean skincare and some other stuff shipped internationally. You want to buy a couple extra bottles so that you make it cost efficient. And so there's a lot of stuff you guys can do internationally. I know we talk about a lot of cool American stuff we have, but there's a lot of stuff for international. You can lay the groundwork for when we add more and more and more. And that's how people, really crush it, is you're the first one in the country. When it opens up, you're the man, you're the woman to go to. And, that's a good strategy, guys.
Yep. And so a couple of things, Pete, internationally with the new Elite Travel Portal, it's so strong. I mean, the tours that are there, the access, I mean, that product already functions serving the international market more so than in the United States. Now, that to be able to access the package of products there for travel for $29 a year, and again, that $29 is fully commissionable. So just to give you the real numbers of that, when you or someone in your group upgrades for $29, 60% of that money is immediately paid out that week in Fast Start. So I mean, so
I saw a nice
the
bump in my
value
truck
there,
on that.
yeah, the commissions are there, but the value is there, and it's pretty extreme. So why I mentioned the travel piece is that, again, it services the international markets, and it just is one of the largest industries in the world. And so I know that we can go toe to toe with any travel company, and with our package of stuff, just be as competitive as anybody else out there. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I'm not gonna say the name or anything. I wish everybody success, but there's another travel program. It's like $600 to join, $122 a month. I mean, you're just paying for a comp plan, guys. That's why our membership model works so well. $19 a month and a $29 a year fee. I mean, that's literally a nice vacation. The difference between those two things alone is just a nice vacation. So just
Pete,
for starters.
I'm going to share with you back in 2000, when was that? Probably 2008 or so. I built a travel MLM as a rep, and it was a binary, and I built a sizable group of maybe 6,000 people or so. And I was kind of shocked. It was a similar program where it was a high sign-up fee and over $100 a month. And I was shocked at how few people actually used the product or got any value. And when when people stopped, they turned off their auto ship for their product that no one was using, it never came back. Now, in other groups that I built, and I built stuff with product-based companies, they're still running today. Over 20 years later, there's still volume in those organizations because people can't find those products anywhere else, and they get real benefit from it. So we're changing the model because we're not only bringing extreme benefit, but we're bringing great value. And you know what that equals? Longevity, real residual income. So it's different. It's like, okay, if you want to go out there and sell a $10,000, and by the way, I used to sell a $10,000 travel package too. Maybe I should pull up the old infomercial for Breeze Travel. Okay. It was an upsell. It started at $3,500, went up to $10,000. But I was the spokesperson on an infomercial for a travel deal. And yeah, it paid huge commissions, right? But was it the best value for the user? maybe, I mean, it really had some cool stuff in it, but I think we got the same stuff right now for $29 a year. And so, so the value is absolutely inherent in what we're doing. And this is what will pay long-term dividends as far as the residual income. Now, does it take longer to build a check when you've got $20 a month memberships? Yeah. Does it take longer to build a check when when people can participate in a business for $300 a year? Yeah. Well, we're just doing what I know is to be the right thing, and it's creating a win-win-win situation for everybody. I want the network marketing industry to be restored in two areas, which is residual income and in bringing real good products to the table. So that's the value. But I'll tell you what, this industry, the network marketing industry, runs on one thing primarily, and that's trust. The reason you can go talk to your friends and family and bring people into something is because of the trust level. And this industry got destroyed in the last, I don't know, 10 years from crypto Ponzi schemes, from unethical programs, and it just tore through and ruined this great industry, which brings so much opportunity to people. So how do we restore that? With real value, with a program that's a win-win-win-win. If there's a loser in the situation, we just won't do it. And that's how you can ensure that we're putting something out there that will promote long-term value for people. And I'm always going to go back.
And the other thing is not sharing a goofy idea. This isn't what we're sharing is big in the outside world. Everybody goes to Costco, everybody's got Netflix, everybody has Amazon, and everybody's used to the membership model. So we're just sharing something that already works, just in our industry now, which is no one can get hurt.
Yeah. Now, Pete, I kind of want to do a survey here. I've been brought a product. You mentioned Netflix, you mentioned TV. I've been brought a product that is an IPTV product, and I've got my whole due diligence team on it. I've got legal opinion letters. I'm just scared of that type of product. I want to make sure that anything we bring out to the market is totally above board. But they send it up for me, and I've been using it. And I'll tell you what, I watched NFL football on it. I watched Superman movie on it. I'm saying, how is this? If this is legit, then I love it as a product because it also services the international markets, and it has like every language: Mexican TV, Korean TV, Japanese TV. So if people are transplanted into another country and they want to watch their soap operas in Korea, like it's there, it's part of the thing. And so I'm evaluating that. The value is there, certainly. And so, I may do a little survey and see if that's something that would bring, value to the organization, because we're constantly looking at everything that everybody's spending money on, and then doing the deal making and the negotiating to make sure that, we've got something that's going to be of great value.
I want to mention something else. So, Charles and I both love travel. That's how we met. We became friends on ski trips for years and years. And so we both love travel and we know a lot about it. But we spent a long time looking at a lot of companies. A lot of companies wanted us to pay per member per month, whether they travel or not. And Charles and I both, he especially did not think that was fair to people that don't travel a lot, because the reality is a lot of people don't get to travel. So, we're able to find a model now where you pay a little bit extra, a couple bucks a month, but you get to travel a lot. And then the people that don't travel, they don't have to pay. It doesn't have to come out of people's commissions. It's not like I'm paying for you because, you're not using it, I am, kind of thing. It's very selective. So I love the fact that we were patient and we waited and found the perfect model. And that travel service is awesome. I mean, it really is.
Yep. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to stop this recording just because I don't like to put recordings out that are like over an hour. They're too big. But I am going to open up for Q&A.